Hey everyone, Steel Shanks here again. On my last video, I showed you working on the deck, my landlord's deck, and still doing it. It's the same day, new video. So right now we're getting ready to start laying the boards in between the picture frame, and so I'm going to start on this middle section behind me here, and it is this middle section right here. I'm gonna start taking out the boards, the old boards there, and Dan's gonna be cutting, and I'm gonna be screwing them all down as fast as I can get to it, and so that's the next step on working on the deck. Okay. See. All right, I think that might cover it, and I'll show you guys me taking out some boards, and then I may pause the video and bring it back on when I'm laying down some boards, and then pause it again because it'd get quite boring if that's what the whole video is, just watching me for an hour screwing boards down and taking them out. So let's get started. All these screws that they put in here are all old Phillips head screws. Half of them like to strip at the top, so they can be quite difficult to get out. That's why we always use star bit screws. I think that's pretty much what everybody uses nowadays. A lot of these screws are bent, or they're broke, or they just spin because the wood's so rotten. So by the time I do this about 3,000 times, the deck will be done.
Yeah, about 3,000 feet.
Well, I take that back. It'd be 3,000 times to get all the screws out, and then another 3,000. Well, I got to put 2 screws in every 16 inches. Now, how many screws was that, Dan? Approximately? Yeah, 3,000 screws for the
2,800.
for the putting the boards down. So I gotta stay bent over 6,000 times, give or take a couple hundred. And don't you think, Dan? You think we ought to get the dump bed and bring it up here?
No more than I'm going to do today. Start tomorrow with the dump bed.
All right. So you do want to work tomorrow?
Yeah, we're going to go on.
All right. So it looks like I'll be doing this on a Saturday again, which is fine by me. That's money in my pocket. bucket up here. Sure am glad I'm not doing this in the middle of the summer when it's 100 degrees out and 100% humidity here in Tennessee. That's not fun. It's pretty nice outside right now. I think it's in the 60s. Beautiful sunny day. Sounds like a delivery's coming. Yep. Alright. Couple thousand more to go. I'm gonna go ahead and pause this video for a little bit and get a few more boards out, and then once I start putting them down, I'll bring it back online. All right, so I had it on pause, and so now I'm making a little bit of progress, and just wanted to show y'all that I've got maybe a quarter of this part done so far, but this is what I'm doing. All right, so I've got those boards put in so far, and so what I'm going to do is work my way back to where this new board is going across here by the windows, because that is what we have down, what we put down to keep these frame boards in line, supported and in line. So when I get back to that board, there is where I'll stop with taking out the old boards, and I'll go and start screwing in all of the new boards down to that point, and then we'll probably move on to the next frame over there or the other side. It doesn't really make a difference, and do the same thing, work down to the support board there, and then work over to the short section, and then on this side do the same thing and get to the and work our way down to the back part, and then we'll take those support boards out and get the back part filled in, and then top of the deck will be done. But that's not going to happen today or tomorrow, because it's with just me and 76-year-old man doing it. It takes a little while, but after that we'll start putting our posts up for our rail that's going to go around, and we'll have like a top rail. Will be I believe we're putting using a board for the top rail, but then we'll have wire that goes underneath, and we'll be drilling through the 4x4 posts when we put them in. And so when we drill through the 4x4 posts we're going to use for the rail, it'll have it's a cable, not a wire. It's a cable that goes through, and it'll be, I don't know, separated like maybe like 6 inches apart for each cable as it goes down to the bottom, from the top of the post down to the bottom. So that'll be what the rail is going to consist of. And then, like I said, the top of the rail will be a board to hold on to. And so by then it'll look pretty good. So this deck should be fully finished. Let's see, it's Friday, so it should be fully finished by next week. Maybe depending on the weather, we should have it done by the middle of next week, I'm pretty sure. And then it'll be on to solar panel array. So I'm gonna get back to pulling these boards up and then start screwing the other ones down. So I'm gonna put this back on pause, and when I get a good portion of the work finished, I'll unpause it, and we'll see what we got. Okay, I just remembered something about using this camo tool that puts the screws into the side of the boards. You always want to make sure, and this is the camo tool, so you always want to make sure that you put your deck boards with the crown, well, frown, if you want to call it, for these little bitty screws right here. Go in them. So you always want to make sure right here, I'm going to show you with this board, that when you look at the edge of your board right there, and you see the lines, you always want to make sure that those are facing down, because otherwise your board, they tend to warp in like that direction. So you don't want them to, you know, like twist up. And also, so when you use them little screws in there, if you don't put the frown down, then yeah, the board will be kind of could be too weak and warp on you, and you know the screws won't really be holding anything. So I just thought, if anybody else has never used that tool before, it takes a little longer to do it that way, but you know, it hides the screws, so it turns out looking pretty nice. And so that's a little tip if you're a do-it-yourselfer like us and you don't you know, you didn't know that. Now you do. So hopefully if you go to use these screws, you'll remember frown down. Okay, so there was a slight change in plans on how we're gonna do this. We decided that we're going to stop at this point here, which is like halfway down the deck. So then we're gonna do each section about half like this, halfway. So then we can cut out our get this board out here, so that we can have a template to go around these poles. And then once we get that cut out and the template done on these poles, then we'll start working on the bottom half of the deck. So we'll get the top half finished, then do the bottom half. So then we'll always have, you know, we'll have something to walk across and everything. So that's the way we decided. I think it gonna work pretty good that way. And so now we're pretty much about ready to call it quits for today on the building of the deck. So I'm just gonna get our tools put up, and then I'm gonna go downstairs and clean up all the mess that we made down there, which I'll show y'all here shortly, and maybe after that I'll either make a new video or add on to this one to show you a couple other things that I'm going to be working on. So I'm going to put this video back on pause for a moment while I clean up these tools, and I'll be right back with you. Alright, so I've made it to the downstairs section, and where I need to clean up all the debris, and here's what so there's the bottom of the deck. Right, on the side of the basement. This is a beautiful, beautiful log cabin that my landlord owns. And so what I'm gonna do is get the leaf blower out and pretty much just blow all this debris and everything up to the wall. And then I might go through, oh, there's a bit, square bit almost. But take a metal detector, go through, not metal detector, I mean get a magnet and go through and get all the screws and nails that I dropped down here. Get them picked up, and then that'll probably be it for this video, unless I decide to do something else. But more than likely I'll just make a new video for the other things that I'd like to show you guys that I'll be working on. So I think this is going to be the end of this video, and hopefully people watch it and you like it. And if you do, please, please, please like and subscribe so I can keep making content and hopefully make money, because I badly need it. I'm not capable of working like your normal day-to-day regular job. I can't, for one, drive at night at all. I've got complete blindness at night, and like especially if anything's wet at night, I'm 100% blind. And even if it's not wet, like any kind of headlights from cars, or even the reflectors on the road, like if there's light shining on a reflector from the road, it completely blinds me, takes up all my vision. So I can't see to do that. And I've also got quite a few other undiagnosed health problems, because I currently don't have health insurance and ain't capable of paying for any. So I'm hoping with maybe I'll take off on doing content creation, and I'll be able to afford health insurance, and I'll be able to go to the doctors and find out all the problems that I have. And luckily my back has stayed in good shape for a while now, because I was having horrible problems with it last year. I only was able to like really get around and do anything for maybe 6 months out of the year last year. It was pretty bad. So anyway, if you like this content, please let me know in the comments, and I'll keep making videos of the stuff that I work on, and other things that I do here on the farm. And like I said, I appreciate it if you do like it. And I also like to play video games. I have a pretty good PC or laptop, and I'm gonna try to maybe occasionally, when I'm out busy doing stuff around here, throw up some game videos. I own over 2,000 some games, and I'm always buying new ones when I can. 'Cause most of the time I don't really make much money, but most of the time I'm gifted some stuff, some money or whatever, if I need things. And that's the way I kind of get games and everything. Just a little bit about me, so you can get to know me some, is like my father lives with me. We live together, and he's 76, and he's not really capable of taking care of himself and being on his own. And he's not like an invalid or anything. I mean, he gets around all right, but he does have a lot of like he has back problems a lot. He's got degenerative disc disease in his neck, uh, which gets worse over the years. They told him he wasn't going to be able to turn his head or do anything, and he'd be in so much pain back when he was in his 50s that he was going to need surgery. But he's made it this long so far, so let's hope that he stays all right as far as that goes. But he takes care of like a lot of the big things. And so I'm hoping with the work that I do, that and maybe with this content that I'm making, that I can actually support my father better than I do now, and also maybe have a little bit better of a life. Honestly, it would be nice. I've been at the bottom for my entire life, and and uh, uh, and money's never really been like a big issue for me. I'm not like money hungry, like some people are. I've been satisfied, I guess, for most of my life being poor, but now I'm getting older. I'll be 46 this year. Uh, you know, Being dirt poor isn't so much fun so anymore. There's a lot of things I really need to take care of myself more. It was 203 pounds last year, and I'm down to 170 pounds now, so I'm feeling pretty good about that. And that might have helped contribute to some of my health problems. Like I've got very high blood pressure, and so if I can get that stuff taken care of, I just need to keep making content I hope that people like. And like I said, if you do, please like and subscribe, and ask me anything, and tell me what else you'd like to see. Like over yonder, which I might put on a different video, is the John Deere tractor that I use for a whole lot of stuff around here. Yeah, it's way over there near my house, and and thankfully my landlord is kind enough to let me move down here, because I used to work for him before I started having too many health issues and stuff, and but he owned a trailer park, a mobile home park, and I was originally from Maryland, and I moved here to Tennessee, and I started working for him. I've been with him for 10 years now, and but when I first started, I was doing maintenance work around the mobile home park, doing whatever repairs needed done. Doing plumbing, heating, cooling stuff, HVAC, HVAC work, electric, excuse me, working on doing electrical work, which I didn't have much knowledge of to begin with, but the other guy that I worked with, Jeff, he was really cool. He taught me a whole lot. Dan, my landlord's taught me a whole lot, as he's a certified electrician and HVAC and all that, and he's pretty much a genius. So he taught me a lot in the past 10 years, and so he ended up, though, because with his age, he decided to sell the mobile home park, and then so I was going to be out of a job, but he needs somebody to help take care of him and his wife. They're both elderly, and take care of their properties. And he owns a lake house too that I help them out with. I've helped them build outdoor kitchen. Actually, the place was it was a major fixer upper, and I spent like 5 years doing various work at the lake house fixing it up, which was a lot of fun. That place is beautiful looking now, and so hopefully I can continue doing this stuff, and I hope I'm not rambling on. I'm gonna start having to learn, I suppose, how to do a lot of video editing, But I might just leave this video at the length that it is, because if I start trying to do video editing and I have no knowledge of it, it'll probably be so cut up, nobody's gonna want to see it. So maybe once I start making more videos, I'll start learning how to do the editing and everything, and so maybe that'll work out for me. But in the meantime, I'm gonna stop rambling and cut this video off here, and I'll see you guys in the next video.